with you about spiritualism, and I continue to read John Edmonds and George Dexter's book on spiritualism. And in this particular communication, if I recall correctly, this comes from Emanuel Swedenborg, whom they are communicating with. And the way they're communicating is through automatic writing. So, and he tells us that in the realm of souls, all men, women, and children are drawn to those places as their desires carry them upon their demise. Desire. Oh boy, did I hose that one up? And he continues with, they will continue their development towards a state where they will emanate the properties and attributes that correspond with what is called the first cause. And from here, they exist in communication and connection with all that can be known and realized as God. The particular part that drew my attention was this last part here, where he told them that can be known and realized as God. And that sort of confirms some of the other spiritualist writings where, I forget which one it was either Lovegood or Tiffany, that told us that spiritualism has demonstrated that there is no God, but that it brings us back to us. And I probably have that worded incorrectly, so I apologize ahead of time for that. But the idea here is that it suggests that God is as real to us according to our perception and how we choose to envision God. Any thoughts or comments?
Rather than, I would suggest rather than there is no God, there is no person of God. The religion tends to make a person of God, and to me, that's the key difference. And what jumped out at me in that last part that you read was first source. I've adopted the term creative source, and first source speaks to me in that way, because the energy of that, or the DNA of that, the aspect of that is within all of the creation. And of course, creation will speak to us in the ways that we're willing to see and allow and experience. And therefore, we may each have a different vision of God, and they're all valid, but they're all going to be incomplete too.
Yes, I'd like to share something with you that touches on that very, very topic there. Now, last week, we did an exercise in mediumship, okay, with connecting with the souls. And during that exercise, I don't know if any of you are familiar with Hermes Trismegistus and his writing. I think it's pronounced Poimander, and I could have that mispronounced. But anyway, in it, he tells of this dragon that appeared during his meditation. And the dragon asked him what he would like to know. And of course, he said, everything. You know, we're greedy. We want to know it all. So, and he's taught, but in that meditation that we did, I experienced from seeing from afar a dragon with the mouth open. And standing in the mouth of that dragon was a person. And it demonstrated to me how not just God, how we choose to perceive God, but all of them all of these religious figures, Zeus and Adonis and the rest of them, how they potentially came to be seen as people. Because through that type of experience, if I had not known what I know now beforehand and had that experience, I would call that God. I would say I saw God standing in the mouth of a dragon, having not known any better. But because I know more now and seeing that, I see it more as that is our goal, is to become that. Now I have to stop before I turn this into a talk. But the experience was intense. And that's what I wanted to share about that, was the intensity of these religious experiences can feed us with this supernatural concept. So does anyone else have any comments they would like to make? And I will say thank you for allowing me to share that with you.